Very good morning, students. For this lecturing video session, I am going to solve a problem from the support reactions. Right. What the question says, determine the support reactions of the beam as shown in the figure. It's almost a simply supported beam because the both ends of the beam are supported with the hinged support and a roller support. So to proceed with, first I need to draw the FBD, that is nothing but the free body diagram, isn't it? Free body diagram I need to draw. Free body diagram. So how many reaction would be there for the hinge support or the pin joint support? There will be two reactions should be there. One vertical reaction, the other one is the horizontal. So as far as the rocker or the roller support is concerned, there will be only one reaction, isn't it? That is a vertical reaction. Here the point load is in at an angle of 60 degree with the horizontal. So we'll have to convert that into two components, that is a sine component as well as the horizontal, that is horizontal as well as the vertical component, isn't it? And similarly, the support which is also being converted into two components, one vertical and the horizontal one. So let me just start with the point A. So at point A, the support is of hinge support, so which will have a horizontal reaction and a vertical reaction. So since it is acting at point A, so let me just take this as HA and this as VA. Let me just extend this, the beam, right? And this needs to be converted into two, that is one vertical component as well as one horizontal component, right? So the vertical component should be of sine, right? So 30 sine 60 degree with the horizontal, isn't it? Similarly, for the horizontal one should be of cos component, right? So 30 cos 60 degree. And the point load vertically downwards of magnitude 20 kilonewton. And at the end, the support is there, that is of the rocker support or the roller support, which will have only one reaction. Since it is inclined at an angle of 30 degree with the horizontal, therefore this needs to be converted into two, that is sine component and the vertical component and the horizontal component, isn't it? So since it is acting in this way, so its nearest, it is acting this way, its nearest horizontal should be of this way and its nearest vertical could be of this way, right? So nearest vertical can be mentioned in this way. So VB, because the reaction, the vertical reaction at point B of sine 30, this is since it's a vertical component, so I'll have to take the sine component. And as far as the horizontal is concerned, VB cos 30 at point B. So let me to consider this point as C and this point as D and this point as A, right? So FBD has been drawn. Now next allow to apply the equilibrium condition, isn't it? So now I'm going to apply the equilibrium condition. Equilibrium conditions. So what are they? Summation H is equal to 0, summation V equal to 0 and summation M is equal to 0. That is sum of horizontal forces is 0, sum of vertical forces is 0 and sum of moment is equal to 0. Let me just take summation H is equal to 0. So 0 equal to, how many horizontal forces are there? Just listen carefully here. So before that, let me just draw the diagram. When the force acts in this, positive. When the force acting towards in this, negative. And the force vertically downwards is negative. And the force which is acting in the vertically upwards is positive. So now just look at carefully. So look at here, this force is acting in the positive x direction, therefore it will have positive sign. So HA. Is there any other the horizontal force is there? Yes. At point C, a force of 30 cos 30, which is acting in the positive x direction. So plus 30 cos 60. Let me just move to D. There is no horizontal force. Let me just move to B, wherein a horizontal force is acting, which acts in the negative direction. So which will carry negative sign. VB cos 30. So 0 equal to HA plus 30 into cos 60, which is equal to 15, minus cos 30 equal to 0.866, 0.866 VB. Right. So let me just take the 15 in the other side. So HA minus 0.866 VB equal to minus 15. Got it? So let me just consider this as equation number 1. Let me just resolve the vertical forces then. Summation V is equal to 0. So 0 equal to, how many vertical forces are there? Look at here, this VA, which is acting at A, which is acts in the positive y direction. So VA, let me just move to point C, wherein force which is acting vertically downwards, which will carry negative sign. So minus 30 sine 60. Right. So let me just move to D, wherein I have force which is acting vertically downwards. Vertical downwards means negative sign. Again minus 20. Let me just move to B, wherein a force which is acting vertically upwards, which will carry positive sign. So plus VB sine 30. Got it? So 0 equal to VA minus 30 into sine 60, which is 25.98 minus 20 plus sine 30 is 0.5. So 0.5 VB, isn't it? So 0 equal to VA minus 25.98 minus 20, which is minus 45.98 plus 0.5 EB. So let me just take this minus 45.98 in the other side. So it can be written as VA plus 0.5 VB equal to 45.98. So let me just consider this as equation number 2, because equation number 1 has already been considered. So equation number 2, right? Next, I'm going to take the moment. So going to taking the moment about point A. Right, I'm going to take the moment about point A. So in the origin there is no perpendicular distance, isn't it? So the force is there, HA, VA force is there, but it doesn't have, they both don't have the perpendicular distance, then the moment would be 0. So moment is the product of force and its perpendicular distance, isn't it? So summation MA equal to 0. So 0 equal to, let me just move to point C, wherein a force, sorry, before that I forgot to mention the distance, isn't it? So let me just mark the distance here, that is 4 meter, and between C and D it is 2 meter, and between D and B it is 2 meter, right? So now look at here. At point C, two forces are there, but when you consider the horizontal force, it doesn't have any perpendicular distance, isn't it? So as far as the origin A is concerned, for this particular force, it doesn't have any perpendicular distance. When you consider the vertical force, it has perpendicular distance. It has perpendicular distance of 4 meter. So consider here this force acting vertically downward, so it will tend to move in the clockwise direction, so positive sign. So 30 sine 60 into its perpendicular distance is 4 meter. So 4 meter. Let me just move to point D, wherein a force acting vertically downward. So it moves in the clockwise direction. So plus 20 into its perpendicular distance from the origin. From the origin is 4 plus 2, which is 6. Right? Let me just move to point B, wherein two forces are acting, but the horizontal force doesn't have any perpendicular distance with the origin A. Therefore, this force becomes 0. When you consider the vertical force, which is acting vertically upwards, and it tends to move the object in the anti-clockwise direction, so which will carry negative sign of magnitude VB sine 30 into its perpendicular distance. Perpendicular distance from the origin, that is 4 plus 2 plus 2, which is 8. Right? 0 equal to 30 sine 60 into 4, which is 103.92 plus 20 into 6, that is 120, minus sine 30 into 8, which is 4 VB. 0 equal to, if you just sum of this one, 20, so it could be 223.92 minus 4 VB. Let me just take this minus 4B in the left hand side, then it becomes positive. So 4 VB is equal to 223.92. So VB equal to 223.92 divided by 4, which is equal to 223.92 divided by 4, which works out 55.98. 55.98. So VB equal to 55.98 in kilonewton, because the force which has been given in the drawing of kilonewton, isn't it? Now I am going to apply, that means substitute this value on equation number 1. So here two unknowns are there as far as equation number 1 is concerned. VB is being arrived here, so I am going to substitute this value on equation number 1. So substituting VB value in equation 1. So HA minus 55.98 into 0.866 equal to minus 15. So HA minus into 0.866, which works out 48.48 equal to minus 15. So HA equal to minus 15 plus 48.48. So that is equal to minus 15 plus 48.48, which works out 33.48. 33.48 in kilonewton. Got it? Fine. So now I'm going to substitute this VB value on equation number 2. Substituting VB value in equation number 2. So VA plus 0.5 into VB, which is 55.98 equal to 45.98. So VA equal to 45 minus 0.5 into 55.98. 45.98 minus 0.5 into 55.98, close the bracket, which works out 17.99. So which is equal to 17.99 in kilonewton, VA equal to. So at last you will have to write as result. So VA equal to 17.99 kilonewton, VB equal to 55.98 kilonewton, and HA equal to 33.48 kilonewton. I hope you have all understood how to solve a problem when you have such supports with inclined point load and inclined support. Thank you.